everybody has access to social media. They have the right to sort of air their opinion. So every little thing, if I keep losing my head, then how will I live peacefully? It's not. It's about what you're doing. You want to do your best, and sometimes you give your best and it doesn't work out. People who are able to deal with day-to-day stress better, I always look at them as an example and try and learn from them. I mean, people use it as an insult, but like, I don't think it's insulting at all, because being gay is normal. So once you know what character you're playing, then everything else is easy, because I'm not an expert writer. So that was the only place where I felt that I was truly challenged. Actually, nobody cared how much money that the film made. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. If somebody would call me an idiot, I would be insulted by it. If somebody would call me gay, I'm not insulted by it. I'm a straight guy. But then take what is needed for growth. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying take what you need to grow, and don't, be it appreciation or criticism, take enough that will help you grow, and let the rest just flow away. I think Mr. Bansali once told me, like, you know how Shah Rukh fall like that. I was like, no sir, I'll need like back surgery.
Hello Gulshan sir, welcome to our channel.
Thank you.
कैसे हो आप?
I'm good. What's up with you?
All good, all good. So before starting, I just want to ask that how's the feeling of being a part of the film which has crossed 800 crores?
I was happy when I said yes to it. It seemed like a great project, both for me as an actor, and there was a certain hype and expectation that from before only the film. So I knew that it would be good for my career as well. So I was kind of expecting it to sort of open really well and all that. So, but figures and all that it's nice. It's good. But even if we didn't do these figures also, I would have been happy, because it's still a very anticipated film. A lot of people were waiting that this prequel will come. So,
ऋषभ सर से बात हुई आपकी?
हाँ, तो कल ही तो वीडियो कॉल पे बात हुई, तो करते रहते हैं हम लोग, वो पूरी टीम के साथ हम मिलके.
उनको कैसा लग रहा है?
I think right now he just wants to rest. उनको ना ऐसे फिल्म को बहुत ऐसे दिवाली का टाइम भी था, so he was doing a lot of promotions and there are many things that he was doing. So and also now there's an English version coming on the 31st. So I think he was really busy, and he'd been working every day without any break. So I think he's really looking forward to sort of getting some downtime, which I don't know if he's actually getting, but yeah.
So Kantara के set पे, since Rishabh sir is an actor and a director, so what were the challenges for you also to push yourself? मतलब how did he guided you on the set?
I think it was not very challenging, apart from the horse riding sequences, which was the only real challenge. Everything else was like not really challenging for me. It was a lot more challenging for him and some other actors, but I didn't have to do very elaborate action sequences or something. I didn't know how to ride a horse, for which I took classes in Mumbai mein. So there was that horse I rode also. I trained also on that horse, Azad.
Okay.
So they are Mumbai horses. They are trained well, but still in that crowd and all that, it can be quite challenging, because animals always get very stressed under such circumstances, and you can't continuously work them. So to be able to stop on cue, start on cue, get the right positions, get the horse to behave, because I'm not an expert rider. So that was the only place where I felt that I was truly challenged. All the performances, because before filming itself, we did a lot of preparation, like be it readings or discussions or workshops and look tests and all of that. So once you know what character you're playing, then everything else is easy. And then it's a matter of just being technical, getting the blocking right and all of that. So Rishabh would sometimes give me pointers, or he'll have some ideas, or Arvind, our DOP, would have ideas, or the other writers would have ideas. So we would incorporate that, but I never felt that the other scenes were challenging as such. I never felt that, except for horse riding.
How was working with him on the set?
He is, we knew each other from some time, so obviously there's like a
bond.
There is a bond, and there is a mutual respect that we have for each other. And I admire his ability to deal with stress and pressure on a daily basis, and still kind of like perform his job as an actor as well as a director. So he was controlling the set. Never did I feel that he's losing control. I'm sure I'm not privy to many of the real difficulties that he was going through also. His family had also moved. His wife was also working on this film. He has 2 young children. And all of these things are there. Plus, you're handling, day-to-day stresses and pressures of a massive production as well, with sometimes more than 1,000 people at one given place. So I really have admiration for that. This is something that I don't think that I have. People who are able to deal with day-to-day stress better, I always look at them as an example and try and learn from them.
Any scene which took a lot of time to shoot?
The entire sequence in the forest, me on the forest with the sword on the horse, that I think totally overall from start to finish, like there's a portion when I do get off the horse, but the entire sequence, I think it took 21 days.
21 days.
Yeah, that's so long. Yeah, with a lot of people around. So yeah, we did that. It was not 21 days straight. It wasn't done in chunks. So we would shoot one portion and I would go and then come back again, shoot one more portion. So we did that in 2 or 3 chunks. That was tough. And I also got, in the middle of all this, I got scabies also. I mean, I had an infected, hair got pulled on my thighs and it got infected. So I had like a big boil. So it was painful to sit on the horse or like sit on the rock. And
it
all
would
that.
be very difficult for you to manage.
We managed, obviously, but it was painful. And I also got scabies, which is basically a parasite which kind of burrows under the skin and is really itchy. So I got that also, and then that also means that I can give it to other people. So I was always trying to not touch people and all of that. Yeah, but this is nothing. This is nothing to compare to the hardships I think some other people faced. Rishabh also, and his cast and his team, they went through a lot more.
How was the environment on the set?
Very energetic, very lively. He himself is extremely passionate, and I have never seen him with dull energy. He would wear full hair, makeup, costume, sit behind the monitor when he is not filming, and then he would be the director. Very energetic. His team, they revere him. They have a lot of respect and admiration and love for him. And sometimes I feel that that's the only reason why they are willing to sort of, go through all the hardships, because they believe in him and they respect him.
But I think it was all worth it after 800 crores it crossed.
I mean, even if it was not also, I still think that, when you have belief in something, when you respect somebody, it's not really about the results,
Yeah,
it's not. It's about what you're doing. You want to do your best. And sometimes you give your best and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So even if that was the case, I think a lot of people would be really proud that they did something really very difficult. But yeah, it's a special film in terms of what it is, what it means to the audiences. I think it's a very special film.
Yeah, it is.
And the experience that they have is, you can't really compare it to something else.
Of course.
So that way, to be part of something like that, also part of a film that evokes this kind of a feeling in people, is always something that makes us really happy.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful opportunity that people like me could be part of that.
Any favorite memory of yours from the movie? Any specific this is something I'll always. There are a lot of things that you'll carry in life, but any specific thing that you'll carry from this film? This is not. Yeah. So one of the action masters is Arjun. Okay.
On a day, because my horse wasn't there.
Okay.
They needed one shot which they couldn't take in those 21 days. So we needed one shot. So they got a horse, and one look at it, and I was like, this horse won't do. It's not. And then I spoke to the trainer, and then I went and spoke to both the director and the action director that I don't think this horse can do anything. No, he just has to stand there and all that. But I was not confident at all. And it so happened that the horse couldn't take the pressures of so many people screaming and fire and all of those things like that, and it started going out of control.
Oh my god.
And then I threw the bow and arrow and everything. I have my crown and everything like that. And then I was halfway down the horse already, because I was like, this horse is going to do something and I will fall. But then I fell. Nothing happened to me, but I fell. I don't know how I managed the crown. Nothing happened to me. Nothing, not one scratch. but I got so angry, and I was like, "It's your responsibility to protect." And so yeah, they got. I got them to work absolutely silently in that forest for the next half an hour because I was so angry and I screamed at everybody, at Arjun Master and Rishabh and everybody. Like, Rishabh came and said that, good, you said. Good. They should know. I said, you were also included. I was screaming at you also. Yeah, so that horse was not a stunt horse, not a well-trained horse. So it's a good thing nothing happened to me or anybody, that I had the presence of mind to sort of get off also. But yeah, safety things, I think we can definitely going ahead. This is not just there also. Like, I've primarily worked in the Hindi film industry, and I feel that we definitely should do better when it comes to like safety and creating an environment that is good, friendly for animals to work with animals. That can be very tough.
Recently, I was reading one comment in which an ex-user shared a photo of yours and said that your performance referred as a gay character,
Yeah.
which doesn't look good as a charm that you has as a king. Which you replied that you don't have a problem with the
being
deer
referred to
reference.
as gay, because I don't think it's bad or unnatural or anything like that. If somebody thinks that I'm gay, let them think, it's okay. I'm
No,
not
no.
insulted by it.
Yeah, I totally agreed. But
Because it's not something to
Something.
be. If somebody would call me an idiot, I would be insulted by it. If somebody would call me gay, I'm not insulted by it. I'm a straight guy, but then it's not. I don't think it's I mean, people use it as an insult, but like, I don't think it's insulting at all, because being gay is normal.
Okay, so how do you deal with these comments
Like
usually?
this, like, you just have to. There are all kinds of people make this world, man. So people, for every little thing, if I keep losing my head, then how will I live peacefully?
Any bad or criticism that you have faced after any movie, like bad criticism?
Yeah, sometimes people will say things like that. Again, I go back to, like, I think in the beginning, like when I was getting started in 2011, I was wondering, like, why would people, like, say something like that? Like in a review or something, they would say that, oh, I don't know why he was making such faces, or like, maybe they just did this movie for the money or something like that. So that can be a little bit hurtful sometimes, because like, you don't know what the reasons are for the, people don't know you. But again, as I say, like, I think you have to develop a little bit of thick skin
Yeah.
and protect yourself from being offended by such things. I feel that since everybody has access to social media, they have the right to sort of air their opinion.
Yeah.
And many times those opinions can be not desirable, like opposite to what we want people to think of us. But then, yes, of course, there should be some responsibility in airing those opinions also. Like, you can do it in a civil, non-hurtful manner, but everybody can't be like that. So sometimes they will do it. Sometimes people will DM me and they'll call me or like they'll write a comment where they purposefully use a curse word or something like that.
Yeah.
And if I respond with like a funny meme or something like that, then they're okay. They just want your attention sometimes. Sometimes people may feel very strongly, and they'll be very harshly critical of something. But it's okay. You have to develop a thick skin for this and take what is needed for growth. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying take what you need to grow, and don't, be it appreciation or criticism, take enough that will help you grow, and let the rest just flow away.
I love the way you handle this, because I think nowadays social media has made everyone share their opinion,
Yeah.
be it criticism, curse words, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think people just should grab the right thing and leave the
Yeah, I
other
mean, it's
thing.
not really is it really necessary that everybody should have an opinion about everything?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really necessary.
You have worked both in mainstream and indie. So do you think that the gap between the two is narrowing nowadays?
I don't know. For me, it's a film is a film. It's the same craft and all that. And sometimes that they put you up in better hotels when they have more budget. That's all. Apart from that, there is no really there's not a huge difference, and technically it can be challenging because many indie films don't have the budgets to hire certain equipments, and
Yeah.
but then also you have to creatively solve those problems, so that can also be a lot of fun sometimes. I don't really particularly have any, apart from the hotels. I don't
Okay.
particularly think there is like I have really seen. I feel that much of a difference from my perspective as
Okay.
to how I work.
Which film or filmmaker have changed the way you look at cinema? Any film or filmmaker?
Oh, lots of them. I think I remember in the early 90s I saw French Connection and I was like blown, and I saw Cape Fear and then I was like, my God, what is all this film? And when cable TV first came, I was introduced to a lot of American cinema, and also a lot of directors who used to work in what is referred to as the new wave, new Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, Francis Ford Coppola, lots of them were part of that, like Martin Scorsese and all that. So here I think Ramu sir, RGV, I think he came and he completely like flipped how people like made films, what stories they told, how leading men looked. He changed all of those things, and of course he gave the gift of Rahman to the Hindi film industry. He brought him with Rangila, and then he still would have been a legend if he had never worked in the Hindi film industry. But yeah, so I think that also when I saw Satya, I felt like, okay, this is a shift now. Like people will look at different stories, and somebody like me will be able to sort of find a place. That's what I thought. Yeah.
What do you love about movies and what do you hate about movies?
I always like the cinema is magical. You can have your own personal experience while sitting in the middle of absolute strangers, and there is a magic in terms of how you feel when you look at the big screen and those visuals and the sound and close-ups and all of that. It's really I really enjoy that, and I mean it's not real, but then you can still your feelings and emotions that it evokes are real, and it's yours. It's nobody else's. It's your own personal thing. So, and it's great for community viewing also. Like you can go and have a lot of fun with family and friends also. It doesn't have to always be a private experience. It can be a community experience as well. So I really love those things, and I think I love cinema as an art form also. It's more than just entertainment.
Okay.
It is a great art form which I absolutely love and I'm part of. I don't like the fact that there is no balance between the art and business, because it is also a business, and it's important that we also understand and look at it as a business. But then so much of the so much importance is given to the business aspect of it. Like even you asked me that it's made so much money, how do you feel about it? So that was one of the first questions you asked. So I feel that it is important, but it's too much importance is given to
The money.
how financially successful some film is. And when I was growing up and watching films, I didn't care. Actually, nobody cared how much money that the film made. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I'm not really happy with this new metric of measurement, where how much was the opening day, how much was the weekend, and it's also compared to other films. कि इस film से ज़्यादा इस film ने अपने opening day बनाई. This has overtaken that. This, come on, yaar. Like this, I don't like this at all.
I think nowadays it has become only the movie depends on how much success it made on the first day.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's nothing I can do about it. Since you asked me, I gave you my opinion.
I think, do you think that the quality of the art also degrades when people don't think that इतना पैसा इसने नहीं बनाया इसलिए मैं मूवी देखने नहीं जाऊंगा या नहीं जाऊंगा?
Yeah, sure. It is degrading of the artistic quality also of art. Like when you only focus on the commerce, and then you don't have any. There are many films that are great films that I have seen which made no money, but I don't particularly care. Like there, films that are like a film of mine, like 8 AM Metro, didn't make any money. But you know how many messages, how many genuinely moving messages I get for it even today, because people really connect with that film. and how it made them feel. And they cry, they brings out a certain sadness or certain aspect, or people send me really private messages and that I feel that I shouldn't share because it's just between me and them, and they have sent me how they exactly feel about their loss or about where they are in life or about their depression or so many other very, very personal things.
Yeah.
And that film made no money, but then some of the best interaction I've had with my audiences are with that film. It's as that credit card ad says, it's priceless.
Any memorable scene from Ram Leela which you
The whole film was an experience. Like, the first time I was working with Mr. Bansali, and he takes his time. He'll never take a shot if he thinks that he's not ready. He would do one. On my first day, he did one shot. So that's how it is. I mean, I was like, what luxury is this? Like one shot. Like we would finish, like before that, we did That Girl in Yellow Boots in like 13 days. So I'm like, we're shooting one song here for 13 days. एक गाना यहाँ पे 13-14 दिन शूट करते हैं. Scene 3-4 दिन शूट करते हैं. The whole film was
perfect.
It was a great. I enjoyed it. Like I never got bored or anything like that. I would just go and sit on set, and then watch what's going on, who's doing what. Yeah, it was great time. Sometimes Richa Chadda would come and sit, and we both would talk कि ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, वहाँ पे ये चल रहा है. आज सर का मूड थोड़ा खराब है, पास मत जाना, दूर दूर रहना. Stuff like that. Yeah.
वहाँ पे सेट पे कैसा माहौल होता था रामलीला के टाइम?
कभी-कभी बहुत intense होता था. Sometimes it was really intense. And for a variety of reasons, like either they're losing time, or sir is like mad about something, or Ranveer was also pretty intense sometimes. Like I think he had a great fun, like doing all the comedy scenes and the action bits and the songs. Like he loves to dance and all that. He absolutely enjoys himself when he's doing dance scenes. But some of the other dramatic portions, I think he was very intense. Yeah, so and like you'll be like, I'll just let him do his thing. I mean, I don't mean to be critical, but I just feel like that, like it doesn't work for me. So like, I'll just you do your thing, bro. I'm just gonna like yeah.
How's Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir on set with actors? Like, is he ये चाहिए तो चाहिए ऐसा मतलब?
He can be like that sometimes. Like he can be like I want this tear to come when you say that line. He can be like that, and it can be difficult for actors to sort of be like that. भाई चुटकी पे आंसू तो नहीं आती है ना. कुछ लोगों की आती होगी, but हर किसी का नहीं आता है. I remember with me something. He was. There was on set में दीपिका को ढूंढते हुए जाता हूँ, वो मिल जाती है, and then she's sleeping, she gets up, and then she sees I'm sitting in front of her, and there was something with a teacup or something like that he wanted me to do, and we kept doing takes of it, and he was not, and then he was like, just baby, do your thing. He just said, he gave up, and he said, you just do your thing, and then I just did my thing, and then he kept that. Maybe the fact that he was trying to get me to do, he had a visual, but then I wasn't able to deliver that for him. When he just allowed me to just freely interpret it, something happened which he liked, and he kept that. So I can remember that instance.
Okay.
I can remember some other instances with other actors also, but I won't say it.
You can.
It can be very tough. Sometimes it can be really tough because he's a big director and many new actors.
Have you felt starstruck?
Yeah. I was pretty starstruck with Deepika actually.
Okay.
When I first met her, it took me a lot of time to actually to go and
approach her or talk to her.
I was sitting nearby only, didn't say anything. I was like, hello. And then I was like, how do I talk to her? Oh, she's from Bangalore. Maybe she knows Kannada. Maybe I should say something in Kannada. And then you're like, I should say something. I can't sound stupid. Like, suddenly I'm looking at her. I was like, Deepika aur hegidira or something like that. Oh shit, like what? Like, should I give respect or should I talk to her like she's a friend? It was like some 2-3 hours I was sitting and doing it. Finally, I don't know what I said, but then she was chill. When I went to Shah Rukh's house also, I ended up there by default because I was with me and my wife. We were at a film fair awards thing, and then he invited Anurag and Kalki to come over, and we had gone with them. So he's like, our friends are also there. No, everybody is welcome. He said that. So there in his house, I was starstruck everywhere. I was like, what am I doing here? I am not supposed to be here. I can't handle this. I want to go run away. It scared me actually at that time.
How is Shah Rukh sir? Have you met him?
He's very well behaved. He's very generous, and he'll give you something that you will remember for the rest of your life. That interaction is always. So I think that's why I think so many people say such nice things about him.
I mean, I'm also a big Shah Rukh fan.
Yeah, I mean, like his early films, so definitely have a lot. Like, yeah, I think he was so different to everybody else at that point of time when he first came out with Deewana, and
Yeah.
I think the first film that I saw of him was Dar. And I was like, and I knew Sunny Deol. I was like, I know Sunny Deol. I know what Sunny Deol does, and like, I like it. And I was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
What the hell is he doing? He's technically the bad guy, but I don't know. I just I feel like I want to root for him. You know? And then you feel like shit is like, no, he's stalking this girl. He's doing all the bad things. How can you root for the villain and all that? He was really different. There was something really. There was an energy that he brought. Was an intensity. He was intense. Like when he fell. You could feel that he's fallen. It was like really, and I think Mr. Bansali once told me like, you know how Shah Rukh fall like that. I was like, no sir, I'll need like back surgery if I do that.
I have one more scene. So the scene is this one.
Okay. Yeah, I know this.
Yeah. So anything you want to talk about the scene? Like, what's the one thing like jo I saw the scene, the slab, to thoda sa.
Yeah, it was all scripted. It was written. I don't think anything is improvised except for like I know ayyo or something like that. But I mean, I can't remember anything much. But like yeah, I had to do it twice because I'm playing a double role.
Yeah, you were playing.
So I had to do it as I think I did it as Money first or Jimmy first. I think I did it with Jimmy first, and then I did all the money bits.
Okay.
Money bits.
Do
a
you
stand-in actor who would dress up as Money, and then I would just like do. And then in VFX, they composited the two of us together. It was not very technically challenging. Some of the other scenes together were probably harder, but this was, yeah. I didn't quite think that this would be so hilarious. Like when we were doing, it's not like everybody was laughing or something like that. But I think when we watched it with the audiences, people thought that it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. You have done so much web series and movies. Any your personal favorite?
It's very hard to pick favorites.
Pick any two.
No, I can't because I at that point of time I get attached to it. I want to do that and I want to be part of that story. I want to play that character. So I think there is no like favorites or something like that. But one of the hardest things I ever did was ghost stories. So.
Okay.
Because it was really hard, because it was full body prosthetics and we were shooting a monster film in daylight, so there's no darkness covering up all the prosthetics and all of those things. That was very hard. I had to wear contacts that cover my eye, and every 20 minutes that drops so that it doesn't stick to your eye, and one day it was like really painful, one of my eyes, because I'm not used to it and all that. So 7 days of that in September rains in somewhere near in a small village in the border of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Was no sleep. It used to take nearly 3 hours to get ready and 1.5 hours to get out of that costume. My face was like really dry because I ran out of moisturizer. Like after 5 days I had no moisturizer because they put alcohol and they take off everything that they glue to your face. It was terrible. And it just couldn't pee. It was really difficult to learn how to pee, and then I somehow figured out to take off one part of my hand, and there was a little very tiny zipper through which, and it was a village, so the toilets are going to be like the traditional squat style toilets. Yeah. And then you can't, it was very challenging. And it would rain, and I had to like not get wet also when it rained, because that suit, the prosthetic suit, will get destroyed if I get wet. So, and I was sweating inside it, and I could feel the sweat like cascading. It was tough, man. That I would pick any day over my favorite, because it gave me the satisfaction that I got to work with Divakar Banerjee, and the fact that it was a really difficult thing to do.
Okay, so do you enjoy being unpredictable on screen, or is it a conscious effort?
It used to be a conscious effort in the beginning, but I think one needs to understand what it is to be unpredictable. So I feel that I tend to enjoy performances of other actors when I can't predict the pattern, when they break the rhythm.
Okay.
So being unpredictable doesn't mean doing something sudden or something like that. Like you asked me a question right now.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea how I'm going to answer it?
No.
Which means that you can't predict how I'm going to answer it, right? And I'm speaking to you in a normal tone. I'm not jumping on the couch or like suddenly raising my volume. I'm doing nothing that. See, you couldn't predict that also.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that being unpredictable doesn't mean doing things that are very noticeably unpredictable.
Okay.
It's basically breaking the rhythm. So in a good performance, that will always, even if it's a very subtle normal conversation, it has to have that it bases it in reality when it does not follow any rhythm or pattern. And there is that unpredictability to it.
Okay.
So my attempt used to be very conscious, but with practice you also learn how to do it unconsciously. And to an audience, if I don't know what, sometimes you feel, I don't know what this actor did, but then it kind of stood out. It's because you're subconscious. You consciously are not able to pick on the unpredictability, but subconscious will say that, okay, this was unpredictable, or this is like it based that particular character in reality.
Okay. Do you improvise a lot during?
Depends. If I'm given freedom and if there is a need for it, I do. Sometimes I have worked with writers also who will not let you change anything.
Okay.
And they'll say, this is the line, just say it that way. Like 8 AM Metro, Raj was a director. He had written, he's not Hindi speaking, but he is originally Telugu speaking.
Yeah.
But he were doing a Hindi film. Sometimes I would use an alternative word or something like that. He would come to me and like, everything was good, Gulshan, but this line is like this. Can you just say it that way?
Okay.
I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Rishabh sir, during Kantara, have you improvised or?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Not only me, even they would also come.
He was okay with.
He would also improvise. He would tell me like, you say this. Don't say what's there in the script. You say this, you say that, or Arvind the DOP would have some ideas, or Shanil or Anirudh or somebody else would have some other ideas. So we would like improvise. All of us together we'd improvise.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir is also open to improvisation, or he's very strict?
With me, yeah, he is. Surprisingly, he is. Like, he allowed me to sort of improvise some bits. He actually cut out portions that he had written and he kept portions that I had improvised.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.